I just let out of my shell, and I just cracking jokes one after the other, had everybody rolling at the cookout, and people were like, you should be a stand-up comedian. And at first I was just like, and I kept going. I was like, hey, wait, what? I was like, you're kidding. They were like, no, you should. You're really funny. And I'm like, get out of here. I got into stand-up comedy. It was actually a bet. It was a bet, with a homeboy of mine, Pico. Shouts out to Pico. So I was like, all right, let's make this interesting. You're a betting man. How about if I go up, you owe me $50. But if I don't go up, I owe you $50, and you pretty much got free reign to clown me, and I'll never do it again. And needless to say, the rest is history, but I still haven't got my $50. So comedy in and of itself is subjective. It's what it means to certain people, to a person is that person's whole, whatever it is for them. Now, the universal is you have to be funny. That's the number one rule. Eddie Murphy did it all for me. I know there's some people out there that are like, what? He was a stand-up comic? I'm like, Eddie Murphy was the first rock star stand-up comedian who sold out arenas, everything. And I mean the way he just did it all. He was funny, but he was still cool, and he was smooth, and he was suave with it, and hilarious. And he was really the first comic I've ever seen that made me fall over laughing. And I got a nice little side. First time I ever got suspended from school was telling one of his jokes. Oh man, I don't want to say this and to get out here, but one of my favorite things to do is kind of to deal with hecklers. Now this is gonna get played. I'm gonna have people come to my shows every time they heckle me. A lot of times, man, it depends on the place, because at a comedy club where everybody's paid money and everybody's they're coming to see you, and you're doing good, the audience, you won't have to do anything. The audience will take care of them. Backup plan, huh? Well, I mean, and I can answer those two questions. What's my contingency plan if they're not responsive, or if I'm just flat out bombing? Well, as a comedian, it's important to, as we say, read the room. You go study the room, you go study everything that's going on with the comics that went up before you. That way you can see what jokes are hitting, what jokes are missing. If you see something somebody's wearing in the audience, or something somebody says, or the comic before you says something, or just something you can play off to get the audience engaged when it's your turn. If I'm flat out bombing, because sometimes you could do all those things and it's still no dice. And at that point, you just embrace the bomb and you let them go. Hey, I'm not going anywhere. All right, I got 6 more minutes. Look, I'm here. The check cleared. Everything's okay. So, on my end. So, what you gonna do? What do I see my future in comedy? Taking over it. I don't mean to be arrogant or, try to, sound like I'm not being humble, but if you're not trying to be in this to be the best and to be at the top, then why are you in it? We were always taught as kids, I was always taught that whatever you do, you should try to be the best. Follow me on social media for the latest updates. You can follow me on Facebook at Haha Terrance, HAHATERRANCE, all one word. Twitter and Instagram, same thing. Thank y'all. God bless. Keep laughing.